Good morning, everyone. Today's topic is Permanent Lok Adalat. The Legal Service Authorities Act 1987 was amended in 2002, which brings the section 22B for the establishment of Permanent Lok Adalat at different places for considering the cases in respect of public utility services. So, Permanent Lok Adalat is a permanent body which is headed by a chairman and two other members for providing compulsory pre-litigative mechanism for conciliation and settlement of cases which are relating to public utility services. Now the question comes, what does public utility service includes? So first is, it includes transport services for carriage of passenger or goods by air, road and water. Second is postal, telegraph and telephone services. Third is supply of water, light and power to public. Fourth is system of public conservancy or sanitation. Fifth is insurance services and such other services as notified by the central and or state governments. According to section 22B subclause 2, it provides provision regarding the organizational structure of Permanent Lok Adalat. So Permanent Lok Adalat shall consist of a chairman who shall be a person who is or has been a district judge or additional district judge or has held judicial office higher in rank than that of district judge shall be the chairman of Permanent Lok Adalat, and two other members having adequate experience in public utility services which are to be nominated by the central government on the recommendation of central authority and by the state government on the recommendation of state authority. Next is cognizance of cases by Permanent Lok Adalat. So as per section 22C of Legal Service Authorities Act, any party to a dispute which is relating to public utility service can apply to Permanent Lok Adalat for settlement of dispute which is not pending before any court. In such case, Permanent Lok Adalat can take the cognizance of cases. Second is, Permanent Lok Adalat does not have jurisdiction to entertain disputes involving offences which are not compoundable, that means which cannot be settled through compromise. Third is, Permanent Lok Adalat does not have jurisdiction to entertain a matter where value of property exceeds 10 lakh. Once an application is preferred to Permanent Lok Adalat for determination of a dispute, no party to such application can invoke the jurisdiction of any court in the same dispute. If the application is filed to Permanent Lok Adalat for the settlement of the dispute, so in between, party to such dispute or party to such application cannot go to the court for settlement of the dispute. Section 22C and 22D of the Legal Service Authorities Act deals with the procedure by Permanent Lok Adalat for determination of a disputes. Where the Permanent Lok Adalat receives an application for the determination of a dispute, then in such case, first it should direct each party to file before it a written statement in which parties has to write their facts and nature of the disputes, points or issues and the grounds in support or opposition. Secondly, the party to such application may also file any document or such other evidence in proof of such facts and ground urged. The copy of written statements and documents or other evidences shall be provided by the opposite party. The party to a such application are going to provide copies of written statement to opposite party, vice versa. Fourth is, when the statement and additional statement and reply, if any are filed. In such case, Permanent Lok Adalat shall conduct conciliation process between the parties to the application, and if it thinks fit, considering the circumstances of the cases. So, what Permanent Lok Adalat will do, it will conduct the conciliation process. During the proceedings of application, Permanent Lok Adalat should assist the parties in their attempt to reach at amicable settlement. That is, Permanent Lok Adalat is going to assist the parties to an application to arrive at peaceful settlement. Next is, if after conciliation process, if Permanent Lok Adalat is of opinion that there exists an element of settlement in such proceedings which may be acceptable to the parties, so in such situation Permanent Lok Adalat may formulate the terms of possible settlement of the dispute and give it for consideration of the parties, and the same, if the parties are agreeable to the same, they shall sign the same, and Permanent Lok Adalat shall pass an award in terms of settlement agreement. And if such settlement formulated is not agreeable to the parties to the application, then in such situation Permanent Lok Adalat should decide the disputes on merits. Permanent Lok Adalat, while conducting conciliation proceedings or deciding a disputes on merit, shall be guided by the principle of natural justice. Permanent Lok Adalat, while conducting conciliation proceedings or while deciding a dispute on merit, shall not be bound by the CPC and Indian Evidence Act. Every award made by Permanent Lok Adalat shall be by the majority of person constituting the Permanent Lok Adalat. So, Permanent Lok Adalat shall consist of 3 persons, 1 chairman and 2 other members. So, the award has to be passed by the majority of person. The award rendered by the Permanent Lok Adalat shall deem to be a decree of civil court and shall be final. So, no appeal shall lie against the award passed by the Permanent Lok Adalat. Now, what is the difference between Lok Adalat and Permanent Lok Adalat? So, first difference is Permanent Lok Adalat is permanent in nature, but Lok Adalat is temporary in nature. Secondly, any party to a dispute may make an application to the Permanent Lok Adalat for settlement of the dispute before the dispute is brought before any court. But in Lok Adalat there is no such condition like Permanent Lok Adalat. Permanent Lok Adalat works on all working days of the court, but Lok Adalat can be held on Saturday and Sunday. Permanent Lok Adalat have jurisdiction over pre-litigation matters only, but Lok Adalat have jurisdiction over pending and pre-litigation matters. Here the term pre-litigation means the case has not been brought before any court.
That's all for today. Thank you.